Welcome to the Explainer. I am so incredibly thrilled you're hanging out with me today. We're going to kick things off right here on solid ground, on our earthly home, and then extend our vision way, way out into the deep cosmos. We're going to explore the universe not just as some distant, cold void, but as a vibrant, living extension of our own existence. So it all begins with a seemingly simple, yet absolutely profound action. I really want you to think about this for a second. What actually happens when we finally look up? I mean, truly look up. When we pull our attention away from the daily grind, the screens, our usual routines, and just cast our gaze toward that infinite expanse above us, it radically shifts our perspective on, well, absolutely everything. Okay, let's dive into this. Picture the grounded reality of our world. Delicate, beautifully vibrant pink flowers rooted right here in the dirt, and then, bam! Directly above them, you've got these brilliant beams of cosmic light pouring down. It's just the ultimate contrast, right? The fragility of biological life here on Earth set against the staggering eternal power of the stars. It's a perfect reminder that we aren't separated from space. We're entirely immersed in it. Section 1. Earth's Cosmic Vantage Point, Observing the Universe from Home. Imagine standing at the edge of a lush, dark forest canopy. But instead of your standard night sky, picture seeing the raw, true scale of the cosmos laid bare right before your eyes. Massive, brilliant spiral galaxies rising up like ancient titans over the terrestrial treetops. The juxtaposition of scale here is just mind-bending. Our massive ancient forests, which seem so incredibly huge to us when we're walking through them, are completely dwarfed by the spiraling arms of star systems that stretch for hundreds of thousands of light years. Section 2. The Tools of Discovery, How We See the Unseen. This whole exploration is just an incredible progression. We start out with that pure, personal wonder, just a lone observer, camera in hand, standing on the edge of the world trying to capture the magnificent light of a blazing star and swirling cosmic structures. But then, that curiosity evolves, doesn't it? It morphs into something highly systematic and deeply dedicated. We build precise instruments, positioning gleaming telescopes carefully among vibrant red flora, pointing them steadfastly at the sky. It's the beautiful evolution of our human curiosity. And we definitely don't stop at individual consumer-grade telescopes. Humanity, we relentlessly scale up our tools. We construct these massive domed observatories, hoisting them high over the misty treetops, so they can pierce right through our weather systems. These are basically our modern-day temples of science. They sit there permanently gazing into the deep unknown, patiently watching as blazing cosmic rifts and stellar explosions light up the heavens. We literally engineer our way to the stars. Section 3. Venturing into deep space, the scale of the cosmos. To really grasp this, we've got to wrap our heads around the concept of galactic scale. When we talk about the cosmos, our everyday earthly measurements, like miles or kilometers, they just completely break down. They're practically useless. We are dealing with unimaginable distances and colossal sizes. We're talking about structures like nebulas, which are these massive clouds of dust and gas where stars are literally born, and giant star clusters that make up the very fabric of our universe. We have to measure these in light years, distances so vast that our human brains can barely comprehend them without the help of our visual tools. So let's walk through how we actually experience this mind-bending scale by tracking the journey of light. It's basically a three-step process. First, somewhere way out in the deep void, a distant star violently ignites. Second, the light from that ignition travels across space for millennia. It crosses the silent, freezing expanse, flying past rogue planets and dust clouds. And third, after thousands or maybe even millions of years, that exact same beam of light finally hits the glass of our earthly lenses. So the big takeaway here is that when you look at space, you aren't seeing the universe as it is right now. You are quite literally looking back in time. And man, just look at the sheer architectural beauty we uncover when we peer back into that deep time. You've got blindingly bright quasars, which are literally some of the most energetic objects in existence, just pouring out unbelievable amounts of radiation. And floating right next to them, perfectly formed, intricate ringed galaxies sitting silently in the deep dark. The structural perfection here is awe-inspiring. It proves that even in the vast chaotic emptiness, gravity acts like a master sculptor, creating stunning, highly organized cosmic masterpieces. But hey, do not let those serene rings fool you. The universe isn't just quiet, perfectly organized galaxies. It is incredibly violent and just wildly energetic. I mean, we're talking about massive, blazing accretion disks, superheated swirls of cosmic gas and dust tearing their way through space. The explosive forces at play here are way beyond anything we could ever experience on Earth. Cosmic material is just being shredded and pulled apart, creating this spectacular, blazing trail of fire and light. It's terrifying for sure, but it's also incredibly beautiful. And more importantly, it's the exact chaotic engine required for the rebirth of new stars and planets. Section 4. Unraveling Cosmic Mysteries, the Great Unknowns. Because, well, the humbling truth is, the universe doesn't always make sense. When we dig deep enough, we constantly bump into phenomena that fundamentally challenge absolutely everything we confidently thought we knew. Now, what's really fascinating are the anomalies hiding within that thick red cosmic dust. It's almost like there are giant, glowing blue question marks suspended right there in the void. Obviously, we aren't finding literal punctuation marks floating out in deep space, but this perfectly represents the ultimate mysteries we do find. Things like dark matter, dark energy, the true internal mechanics of black holes. These are the anomalies that completely defy our expectations and leave our greatest scientific minds scratching their heads, staring up at the sky, and asking why. Section 5. The energy that binds us, connecting the micro and macro. Think about the flowing, ethereal blue energy weaving delicately through the vibrant pink flowers of a peaceful terrestrial forest. Now compare that to the violent, sprawling orange energy of a massive cosmic event tearing across the void of space. Visually, structurally, they echo each other perfectly. And why does that matter? Because the exact same fundamental laws of physics govern both of them. The microscopic energy pulsing through a plant leaf here on Earth is intricately and undeniably connected to the massive energy of a dying star millions of light years away. Honestly, there is no better way to phrase this profound, intimate connection than through the timeless words of the legendary astronomer Carl Sagan. He said, "The cosmos is within us. We are made of star stuff. We are a way for the universe to know itself." I mean, let that sink in for a second. Every single element in your body, the iron in your blood, the calcium in your bones, was physically forged in the fiery heart of a collapsing star. We aren't just detached observers looking at the universe through a telescope. We are literally the universe looking back at itself. When you see a beautifully glowing red cosmic heart shaping itself perfectly in the sky above our lush earthly flora, it's just a gorgeous representation of everything we've been talking about. It reminds us that our pursuit of the stars shouldn't just be about cold, hard data collection or crunching complex math. It's a relationship. It is a deep, profound connection and love for the very environment that birthed us. The infinite universe isn't some scary void. It is our ultimate, true home. Which brings us to a final, really provocative thought to ponder as we wrap up this explainer. If the exact same energy courses through ancient, distant galaxies and the very ground beneath our feet, what incredible mysteries will we unlock when we finally understand our true place in the cosmos? Thank you so much for joining me today. I really hope this sparked your curiosity. Keep looking up, keep asking those big questions, and never, ever lose your sense of wonder.